Earnings weakness is widely expected across the transportation sector this quarter. And as Morgan Brennan explains in our sector spotlight tonight, investors are bracing for a potentially very bumpy ride.
Earnings weakness is expected to again play out for much of the transportation sector as the widespread slump in industrial production weighs on freight demand. Analysts say the focus will be on volumes and pricing.
For both the trucking and railroads, we're seeing lower volume and lower pricing, and it's really simple. When you're selling less and getting paid less for what you are selling, it's going to put pressure on your earnings. It's going to put pressure on your margins.
Rail stocks, including CSX, Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, and Kansas City Southern, have all jumped by double-digit percentages this year, as investors bet the worst volume declines have already happened. But results will be telling. Avondale Partners' Donald Broughton warns pricing power for the rails could be weaker than currently believed, and that could result in a significant contraction in those stocks' valuations. It's been a rough ride for trucking this year as well. Too many trucks coupled with lackluster freight growth have pressured rates, with earnings for truckload carriers like Werner Enterprises and Knight Transportation expected to plunge. But some bright spots do exist.
We continue to be very, very positive on shares of FedEx and to a lesser extent UPS. We continue to be very positive on freight forwarders such as C.H. Robinson, Echo, XPO Global Logistics for the basic reason that they participate in A, e-commerce, which is growing. Still growing gangbusters, and B, they participate in the freight markets without using assets, so they're not victim of lower asset utilization. In fact, their margins actually get better in times like these.
As companies report, other topics sure to arise in earnings calls include layoffs, which have already been taking place at many rail and truck carriers, the bankruptcy of container ship line Hanjin, which continues to roil the global supply chain, and early commentary about the impact of Hurricane Matthew. Coming into today's results, CSX had already disclosed significant flooding, washouts, and power disruptions on parts of its network from that storm. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.